Hello! In my last video, the Outer Mirrorbusk system, I said that the next episode was to be about the early history of Briskillanya. This is still true. This video is not meant to be considered its own episode, but as a retroactive second part to episode 5, the one I'm least proud of, the measurement one. That episode was very rushed, which led to the very important part about the Briskillanyan calendar being only half thought through. Because it's not a full episode, this video won't have as much effort put into it as the actual episodes, and it will be pretty short, but here's the new and improved Briskillanyan calendar. As a reminder, Briskillanya takes 378.21 Earth days to orbit Mirrorbusk, or 380.34 23-hour 51-minute 57-second Briskillanyan days. Harens takes 36.11 Earth days to orbit Briskillanya, or 36.32 Briskillanyan days. The way that the days are subdivided are still as described in part 1 of episode 5. The 1038 Briskillanyan day month equivalents called Harens still exist, but the astronomy-based names given there are only used to a major extent in Harens, along with very rarely seeing some use on other parts of the planet, usually only being used to intentionally sound poetic and/or antiquated. Most Briskillanyan cultures simply name their Harens after their own words for numbers. Because their words for the numbers are so different from place to place, I'll just use the Greek prefixes for numbers, shortened if I think they look better that way, to name them, with the suffix huri, short for Hristi, added. This makes the names of the months monohuri, dihuri, trihuri, tetrahuri, pentahuri, hexahuri, heptahuri, octahuri, enahuri, and decahuri. The first day of monohuri in the year in general is usually that year's northern spring equinox. The northern summer solstice is usually the 20th of trihuri. The northern autumn equinox usually falls near the 1st of hexahuri. Finally, the northern winter solstice usually occurs around the 20th of octahuri. The southern hemisphere has the same dates, but with spring swapped with autumn and summer swapped with winter. The start of the 0th Briskillanyan year, in Earth terms, is defined as the 16th of December 332 BCE at 21:37:31 UTC in the Gregorian calendar. The Harens are internally divided up differently from place to place. Much of northern Abercrombie uses 9-day periods roughly analogous to weeks. Wimvar does roughly the same thing, but these periods reset when a new Haren begins, leaving 2 days at the end of each era that aren't part of the week analogs. Harens elects to have 2 19-day periods per month. Echen, Veroka, Inyaton, Eldar, and Isatanab have 7-day sub-Harens. The Labalia nations use periods of 8 days that don't reset after new Harens but do reset after new years. Sidinis divide up Harens differently from region to region. Anpai never really established any convention. Because there are so many different conventions for how to partition Harens, countries usually just communicate with dates instead of days within weeks. Because Briskillanyan days don't go into Briskillanyan years evenly, leap days are occasionally added to the calendar to keep it aligned with the seasons. Years divisible by 3 have a single day added at the end of decahuri. However, if they're divisible by 360, 2 leap days are added, the second at the end of enahuri. Years that are divisible by 18,000, which are yet to occur in recorded Briskillanyan history besides year 0, the year that happened before the calendar was created, and are a long way off from occurring for the first time, have 3 days added, that third one being added to the end of octahuri. They really planned ahead there. Time zones on Briskillanya are rather simple, as they were intentionally designed to be so. Each 1 Raylan interval has a 21st of the planet cut off by straight vertical lines. And Yenton and Isatanab are exceptions to this rule, as their whole countries are singular time zones to promote national unity. That's all. In the description, I will have 2 Python scripts that convert Earth dates to Briskillanyan ones and vice versa. Having a well-defined calendar will really help in future episodes that will need to define dates. Goodbye!